The Nolah and Purple mattress are both very good mattresses. They're very popular, but which one should you get? That's what I'm going to tell you today, so stay tuned. Let's talk about what's similar between these two mattresses. They both have a proprietary material on top of the mattress. So Purple has a hyperelastic gel material, and Nolah has something called AirFoam. They also have a temperature neutral sleeping experience. So if you're worried about sleeping hot, these could be very good options for you. They also have a very similar transition layer and a similar base layer as well. Now let's talk about what's different between these two mattresses. So number one is material differences. Purple has something called hyperelastic polymer in the top layer. It's firm, it's this gel material. It's also pressure relieving at the same time. Nolah has this very soft air foam. It's a proprietary foam. It's gonna be more of a standard foam feel, but it relieves pressure quite well. So number two will be firmness differences. I believe that the Purple is gonna feel firmer than the Nolah. Nolah is quite soft. Number three is feel differences, just having a firm yet pressure relieving Purple mattress versus more of just a soft kind of standard foam feel with the Nolah. And number four is price. So Nolah is going to be almost a couple $100 cheaper than the Purple is if you include discounts. Now let's talk about the construction of both mattresses and what the differences are. If you want to go really into the details, I would encourage you to check out both individual written and video reviews for both of these mattresses. Starting with the cover here, pretty similar covers, pretty similar texture, very thin, so it's not going to really affect the feel too much. But now let's move on to the mattress. So they both have a pretty similar base layer and a transition layer. So the key here is really going to be this top layer. So with Nolah, you have something called AirFoam. It's going to have the pressure relief of memory foam. They say it relieves pressure even better than memory foam. It's a very soft material. I found it to relieve pressure quite well. Given that it's so soft, I think this mattress is going to be more appropriate for side sleepers. It's definitely going to be softer than the Purple, so I think side sleeping is going to be the way to go with Nolah. With Purple, you have this unique hyperelastic polymer gel material. So the way it works is, let's say you have a foam mattress, you push your hand into it, it'll compress a little bit, put a little bit more pressure, the foam will compress a little bit more. This works differently in that it'll stay flat and supportive until a certain pressure threshold is reached, and then it'll collapse. So it can be firm yet pressure relieving at the same time. Let's say you're on your side, it'll collapse underneath the shoulders and the hips, and it'll stay supportive across the rest of your body. So this can be very good for all three sleeping positions. I think it's a very good fit for all three sleeping positions. It's gonna feel firmer overall though than the Nolah does, so I think Nolah might be better for side sleeping. Potentially Purple could be better for back and stomach sleeping just because it's able to be so supportive. So they're similar in that they're both very breathable. So I would just say they're temperature neutral. So with Purple, you have a lot of air can flow through this kind of grid format. And then the Nolah AirFoam is kind of similar. It's temperature neutral. It's not made with the same chemicals that memory foam is made for. It's just a very open-celled foam that allows for air to pass through. So it's temperature neutral. As far as durability is concerned, I'd probably give Purple just a little bit of an advantage. So this gel material is not going to really sag at all. So I think it would probably be a little bit more durable overall. And that's the construction differences overall. Let's talk about differences in firmness and feel. As far as firmness is concerned, I put the Nolah at about a 5.5 out of 10. Purple being a 7 out of 10. So I need to explain this a little bit. So the Nolah, it depends on really what your weight is. So the top 2 inches are very soft. So if you're heavy, then you might press through those soft top layers and hit the firmer layers underneath that, in which case you would think that the Nolah is a little bit firmer than I think. And with Purple, you need to weigh enough so that the gel is able to collapse. So if you're really lightweight, you might think it's pretty darn firm, but if you're heavier, you're gonna think it's a lot softer. So that's just something to note. I'd say Purple 7, 5.5 for Nolah, but I think depending on your weight, you may have a different opinion. As far as the overall feel is concerned, the Nolah kind of resembles more of just a balanced foam feel where you get nice pressure relief, but it's pretty easy to move around. The foam's actually very responsive. There's not a lot of bounce to it. If you drop it with a lacrosse ball, it's not going to bounce up too much like that, but it is easy to switch positions at night. With Purple, it's a very bouncy material. It's immediately responsive. It's kind of this unique, firm yet pressure relieving surface at the same time. Yeah, good bounce and good response. So there are some feel differences here as well. I'm going to talk through how I feel in different sleeping positions. Starting on my back, on the Purple, I feel this is a good match for me. So the gel actually collapses underneath my butt, but it stays flat and supportive across the rest of my body. It's a very good match there. On the Nolah, pretty good match there as well. It feels a little bit soft, so I would probably say I'd prefer the Purple in that position. Switching on to my side, I feel like there's good pressure relief on the Purple, but I feel like the pressure relief is actually a little bit better on the Nolah. That's where it really shines. It's definitely softer, just kind of melts away that pressure. Under my stomach now, the Purple is very supportive. I feel like it's a good match for me there. The Nolah is probably a little bit too soft for me. So just in summary, I would say I would probably prefer the Purple on stomach and back sleeping, and probably prefer the Nolah on side sleeping. So I've talked about the construction differences and differences in firmness and feel. Now I want to give you a very objective test that shows exactly how well each mattress leaves pressure. To do that, we have a pressure map. I get down on my back, side, and stomach, and what's really important is the side sleeping results. So you'll see anywhere from blue, no pressure, all the way up to red to high pressure. And if we throw up the results here, you'll see that the Nolah really shines here. There's almost no pressure at all. The purple does have a little bit of red, so I would say in this particular case that Nolah, at least for me, relieves pressure a little bit better.
Hey guys, Martin here to offer a different perspective. Joe's 5'9", 160, I'm 6'7", 230. I have a different body type, want to give my experience with these two mattresses. So today we have the Nolah mattress and then we have the purple mattress here as well. I had a very unique experience with both these mattresses because of my added weight. So with the Nolah, I pressed through the comfort layers pretty quickly and felt the foundational layers beneath, so it felt firmer to me than it did to Joe. On the purple here, I actually activated the gel more than Joe did, so it actually was softer for me. So unlike Joe, I thought the purple was the softer of the two mattresses. I said it was a 6.5 out of 10, and I said the Nolah was a 7 out of 10. So in terms of sleeping positions, on my back on the Nolah, I feel good overall support. My hips sinking a little bit, but I do feel supported in that position. Moving to my side, again, I do press in, I feel some firmness on my shoulders and my hips. Moving on my stomach though, it's a little bit too soft, my hips bowing a little bit there and I get out of alignment. On the purple, starting on my back, good overall support, hips sinking a little bit, also supported there. Moving on to my side, better pressure relief. I feel barely any pressure on my shoulders and my hips. Moving to my stomach, I also feel supported overall. So if you're a heavier back sleeper, I think either could work for you. If you're a heavier side sleeper, I would lean towards the purple. And if you're a heavier stomach sleeper, I would lean towards the purple as well. Now, Nolah also has the 12-inch model, and that might be good if you're a side sleeper too.
If you sleep with a partner, there's two additional things you're going to want to consider when looking at a mattress. That's motion transfer and edge support. Motion transfer is basically if your partner's moving around on that side of the bed, is that motion going to transfer over to you and possibly wake you up at night? Edge support is basically if you sit on the edge of the bed, can you feel like you're going to fall off? Can you sleep towards the edge of the bed without feeling like you're going to fall off? So with motion transfer, I would give the advantage to Nolah. It just seems to do a little bit better of a job at isolating motion. As far as edge support is concerned, I would probably give the advantage to purple. It just seems to do a little bit better of a job of preventing that falling off the bed feeling. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, who should get one over the other? As far as who should get the Nolah, I think if you're looking for something softer, it's the softer of the two. I think it's more appropriate for side sleepers as well. It's more appropriate for just lightweight and average weight people as well. As far as who should get the purple, it is the firmer of the two. So if you're looking for something a little bit firmer, I think that might be the better choice for you. I think it's most appropriate for back and stomach sleeping or people who switch positions at night. So if that's you, it could be the right choice for you. And I think it's more appropriate for heavier sleepers as well. All right, so just to wrap up, hopefully I've given you a good overview of the similarities and differences, and hopefully you have a pretty good idea which one you should get. If that's not the case for some reason, all you have to do is just leave a comment below, tell me some information about yourself, and I can give you a personal recommendation. If you're just getting started with your research, definitely head on over to mattressclarity.com. If you want to see a full list of our top picks, you can simply Google Mattress Clarity Best Mattress. And once again, let me know if you have any questions.